Hello, Shopify store owners. Hope you're doing great. Hope you're selling a lot of stuff on your Shopify stores. Another video for you guys to combine the product listing. So if you want to combine multiple products into one, you can watch this video in which I'll tell you guys how to do that very easily without any coding knowledge. Now, if you're confused what I'm talking about, let me show you an example. So as you can see on my screen, this is a product where you can see some swatches. Now, if I click on this first swatch here, it takes you to the completely different URL where you can have a completely different description and images. Similarly, these are some of the color swatches. So if I click on that, it opens up a completely different URL. And basically it's a different product which is combined into one listing. Now you must be thinking, Bilal, why do I need that? You need that because to improve user experience and on top of that, improving the SEO. Because when you have separate products, you can have separate meta title, meta description, which is a technical term in SEO for adding title and description. And you can have completely different images and you can enhance your user experience for user and for the SEO bots, the Google bots. So it's really beneficial for you guys to have this combined listing feature added on your store. And I'm going to tell you how you can do that with Rubik combined listing swatch Shopify app, which is built for Shopify, meeting highest quality standards, so you can implement it very easily, and there is a free plan available. So link in the description, and this video is to implement that how you can install that and add this combined listings feature very easily. Now you must be thinking that there is a free app available by Shopify itself to combine the listing, but that app only works with Shopify Plus plan, unfortunately. Yeah, so if you want to add the combined listing feature on a regular plan of Shopify, you can add this app and implement that. And let me install that on my development store and show you guys how it's going to work. So guys, that's the development store where I am going to implement the combined listing. These are a few individual products which I am going to combine into one. So if I open this product, you can see that this is a simple product without any variants, and I'm going to combine it with one listing using the Rubik combined listing. So let's install the app, and I'm going to click on install again to give it the access which it requires. And that's the first screen which you will see. The first thing which you need to do is enable that on your theme. For that, click on this activate button to enable the app embed. So I'm going to click on activate. Click on activate again. And here you can see that it toggled it on, meaning our Rubik combined listing is activated. Click on save. Perfect. Now if you go back to the app screen and hit refresh, you can see that our app is activated. Now we are going to create a new product group. So click on create a product group. And then you can name it internally. I'm going to name it combined shoe listing or shoes combined. You can name it whatever you want. Here's the option name to display. So if you want to display color or if you want to display anything else, you can add that. I'm going to leave it as it is for now. And now let's click on select products. And I'm going to select all of the products which I want to combine and then click on select. Here you can see that we have this swatch preview, which is how it's going to look like on the product page. And on top of that, if you do not want the product image to be displayed, you can also display the colors. And for that, you're simply going to click on magic fill and it will automatically fill up the colors for you. So click on magic fill. And here you can see that it's adding the colors on its own. And when the product have multiple colors, it has dual color swatches, and you can update the colors on your own as well. So if you want to update the colors, let's say you want to change the color to match the product, you can simply click on that and drag and drop this and change the color, right? If you think magic fill has added the right color, you don't need to change the color. But if you think that there's a need for changing the colors, you can simply use this tool to update the colors, right? Awesome. Let's activate that and see how it looks on our product page. So let's go to the product page, hit refresh. And now you can see that our listing is combined and it's showing these other products within our main product with the variations. So if I click on that, it's gonna change the URL, right? Now, if you want to display these type of swatches on the collection page as well, so if I open up the collection page, you can see that it's not showing any swatches. You can display that using this Rubik Combined Listing app. For that, what you need to do is go to the settings and enable the product card swatches. So I'm gonna go to settings and then enable the product card swatches. So here you can see that all you have to do is just enable the product card swatches, click on save. And now if I go to my collection page, you can see that we have our color swatches showing up. Now, there are a lot of options to change the swatches the way they look on the product page. So if I go to my product group again, the product group which we created, here you can see that we have this swatch preview where if I click on this pencil icon, we have a lot of different options where if I need to change the border radius or decrease the border radius, I can simply do that. And if I want to display it in colors, not the images, I have this option here where if you want the swatch type to be image, or if you want the swatch type to be button like this, you want the swatch type to be drop down like this. I mean, there are a lot of different options which you can add. And if you select on image, we also have option to display two color swatch, just like we created on previous screen. And there are some other options as well. I'm going to leave it as it is for now, but there are a lot of settings which you can use to customize. And if you think there is anything missing, and if you know a little bit of CSS, you can add custom CSS as well. Here's the option to add in custom CSS. Let me show you some other cool features as well. So I'm going to close this pop-up here and show you some other cool settings where you have these ready-made presets. So if I click on that, you can see that we have different templates with rounded borders and with all of these stuff. So I like this one. So let's apply that and see how it looks. So I'm going to hit save, go to the product page and hit refresh to see how it looks. And here you go. Now, we also have separate settings for mobile and desktop. So if you click on advanced settings, and if you want to have a completely different style on the mobile version, you can simply enable it. And then you will have the option to display a completely different swatch preview on your mobile version. So if I click on mobile and change the style to something else, so let's say change it to this one here or this one, click on apply and then click save. Now, if I check out the desktop version, it's going to look like this. And if I check out on the mobile version, it's going to look like this. So let's test it out. I'm going to hit refresh. And that's our desktop version. Let's switch it to the mobile version and refresh to see how it looks. So you can see that it has changed in the mobile version. Now you can also customize it further based on the desktop and the mobile version, right? And if you have the colors showing up, you can also change the direction of the colors. And click on done. And now I can change the direction of these color swatches as well. So you can see that it is changing the color swatch direction, right? Simply click on save and see it live with a preview. You can see that we have the color swatches showing up in the direction which we have selected here, right? And we also have this AI feature where we can basically chat with AI in natural language to customize it more. So if I click on this icon here and basically chat with it, add red color borders, hit enter, you can see that it can change the styling with the natural language based on this chat. So simply click on apply changes and you can see that we have the red borders showing up. Some more features which I want to show you guys is that you can also assign a special category. So let's open up the product. So if you want to add one of the product into a special category, all you have to do is just go to this set category and you can do that. So I'm gonna do this one. So click on set category. And here I am simply gonna add a new entry. and let's say it's special category. Click on save and click on save again. And now when I go to the product page and hit refresh, you can see that the smoke is showing up separately on a category which I created. So you can create any category which you want and display that selected one separately, and you can add multiple as well. So if you want to add it to another one, I'm simply gonna create another category by clicking on this icon. Click on select entry, add new entry, and for this one I'm going to name it special 2 just to show you guys how it's gonna work. And then click on save. And let's save again and view our product by hitting refresh. And you can see that we have these 2 different categories showing up in the swatch. There are some other advanced features as well. So if I go to the app settings, you can hide out of stock swatches. You can push out of stock swatches to the end. And there are hover effects, show tooltips, show image tooltips, change main image on hover. So there are a lot of settings. One important thing which I wanted to highlight is create product groups automatically by match type. So if you go to bulk group creation, let's say you don't want to go with the hassle of manually creating the product groups, you can do that by title pattern matching. If you wanted to match it via product tags, via meta field based grouping, you can do that as well. I'm gonna go with the title pattern matching to show you guys how it works. Click on next, and you can see that it's automatically going to set it by color name. And when I click on analyze product, you can see that it's showing these products which are the possible groups which can be created, right? So I'm simply going to click on create groups. And it will create those groups just like that. You don't have to manually add in the products in those groups. Link of the app you will find in the description. If you like the video, make sure to hit the like button and let me know in the comments below if you have any confusion. That's it for this video, guys. Until next video, have a great day.